I can't get the song Boom Boom Tel Aviv out of my head. Everywhere you look on social media, this song is being played. Or at least it is in the echo chamber that I perhaps found myself in. But I don't think so, because the song has had well over 500,000 views on YouTube. So I think what this song does, it's a global hit. And I think it's because it just resonates with the feelings of so many people across the globe. And honestly, who can blame them, really? And then the flip side of all this, we have Western governments, because almost unanimously they support Israel. And I think what this whole situation shows us, as if we didn't already know, is that Western governments are not there to do the work of their people. I don't think that's been the case for many, many decades. Western governments are there to control people. And we see this in the UK now, more than ever, with people being arrested for displaying the Palestinian flag, for just protesting against the murder of thousands of people. And the fact that governments can, in some way, go on TV, politicians go on TV and justify what Israel are doing with so many phrases and rewording of the truth in order to make themselves look presentable. I honestly struggle to understand how anybody, any human being with even just a tiny amount of humanity could go on TV and talk about Israel in the way that politicians do. They either must have so little self-awareness, or they really don't care about people from Palestine, humans, other human beings.
Our prayers are with our friends in Israel as they carry out an incredible way of life in the face of great terror. The United States recognizes Israel's absolute right to defend itself.
I honestly don't know what any of us can do about Palestine. Apart from, just boycotting products from Israel. Which reminds me, I have an app called No Thanks, and it is a free app you can download, and what you do is you scan a product in a shop to see whether it has any links with Israeli companies. So I will leave the description of that in the description box below if you want to download it. Western Europe, America just does not have the power or the global reach that it had 100 years ago. And I welcome that. Let me tell you, as somebody who comes from the West, I totally welcome that. I remember in the 1980s when the USSR was quite a powerful adversary to America, and we had so few wars. I have long held the belief that the United States is the global terrorist, and sadly my country, the United Kingdom, is a country that just, you know what it's like? It's like the bully's friend at school. He's only hanging around with the bully because he himself doesn't want to be bullied, and it is a form of protection. And that's what the UK is. The UK is the bully's friend. Believe me, I'm not proud of that at all. I find that embarrassing. So what this does is it brings up the question of what do other countries do? And Morocco particularly, because this is where I live. And Morocco is a very interesting country, really, because it obviously has these Arab roots. So it has this affinity, this cultural and political and diplomatic connection to Palestine. But it's also very close to Europe. So it needs to maintain friends with France and with Spain. So what Morocco has to do, it has no choice. It has to remain neutral in this war with Iran and America. And I know a lot of Moroccans are not going to be happy with this because they want this country to stand firmly behind Palestine, as I wouldn't even say the vast majority of people, I'm going to say every single Moroccan supports Palestine, and rightly so. But the government has to be different. The government has to balance itself between its cultural and language ties with Palestine and its political and commercial ties with Europe. But I think in the long run, this is what's going to be great for Morocco. Because if it takes sides, like the Americans have and the British and the French have, they are going to suffer. Because this war, if you are on the side of Israel, is an unwinnable war. Ballistically, militarily, they may win. But in terms of soft power, in terms of global control, it is suicide for the United States and the United Kingdom. So Morocco keeping neutral, keeping its head down, just getting on with business of improving the country is exactly the right thing to do. They have totally transformed this area in the last few years. When I first came here, this was all just little shacks and cafes, and now it looks like they're turning it into some huge center. And here they are cleaning the beach. Yeah, it's just gone 6. It's about 6:30, so not that many people, but certainly more people than I thought were going to be here. I cannot imagine ever living in a street again where the other side of the street was just another row of houses. I have to have space on the other side. I have to have the ocean. The ocean is very addictive.